Okay, we are in it, babe. Say hello.
We're in it.
So today is a big day. We have been on the road trip. We've decided to step outside of the office today and go check out RVs. So we've been talking about making this happen. We've been coming up with all this like logistics of where we want to go. But this is a really big piece of the pie here, which is where are we going to stay and where are we going to live. So we're leaving everything else behind, getting rid of our home of what we know, right, and that we're familiar with. So we are trying to compromise and find a level playing field, meaning the RV that we choose is livable for 6+ months, but at the same time isn't so big that it causes a problem, but that at the same time that it's not too small that we want to kill each other, right?
That's
babe?
what I was gonna say.
What were we gonna say?
Can't be that small that we need space.
Yes, we do.
We're people who need space in real life.
Yeah, we definitely do. And we've got 2 little pups as well, so that matters as well. And then we also have to take things into account.
Are they coming?
Get the fuck out of here. We're not leaving without them.
Come on.
Which is interesting because we want to bring a toy. So we want to make sure that we have a lot of fun on this trip, which means that we're going to bring an ATV. That's the goal right now. So we wanted to make sure that a lot of these toy haulers, you can store your toy, being the ATV, inside of the RV, but a lot of them you store it within your living space, and I don't really want to have to walk around or use an ATV as a really expensive clothes hanger. So we're trying to find a space that will allow us to separate it from the living space, and it will just kind of stay in its own area. We can also possibly build a gym around, right?
That's the plan, but you never know. You never know what's gonna happen when you cross the street, babe.
So this is true. So the first step is going to see this RV, seeing if it's the model that we like, and then moving in the right direction to make it all come to reality. Then find out what kind of truck we want to get that will be able to tow it, and what we'll need to do. And yeah, it's the first step of us actually making an idea or words into like a real actual thing. How you feeling?
I can't wait to see this RV. Hope that. Here's the thing: we need to be able to put the ATV and weights and stuff around it. That's a challenge. It's a challenge.
Yeah.
And I have to see what we do.
All right, stay tuned. Okay, so my favorite model so far. So this is from the outside. There he is. That's my favorite one. The model from the outside. So let me take you in from the beginning. So keep your mind open because you're going to imagine it. All right. Coming in through the steps. This is the living area right here, which I would love to like fix the upholstery on those couches. But we have storage space, maybe hanging from the ceiling, little shelves on the wall coming down here, nice high ceilings, a lot of cabinetry up there, microwave with a hood above the grill, which is really important, 3 stove gas grill, an oven, as well as some storage up here with our fridge. There's also a TV, which is very important. And then as far as living space goes, and to the right is a bathroom, full bathroom, beautiful sink, storage underneath on 1/2, a little vanity mirror with storage space on the inside of here as well, full shower with a sliding glass door, a toilet, little extractor fan on top, and then you can get to the bedroom through the second door right here, and then this is the bedroom, the bed here. Extra storage up top. Each of us got a little cabinet, as well as down below, underneath there. Windows, which is important. Full wardrobe, which is huge compared to everything else. And then again, I'm seeing space on the window, the wall here to hang stuff. Possibly a couple of shelves here, maybe over the top of our head here. And then if you go out of the bedroom, there's another window. Come down the steps, and then we enter the fun room, which is the garage. Now this garage is awesome because it's got a glass door or screen, depending on what we want, and a separate entry door, so we don't actually have to even come in through the living space. If we're sweaty or if it's raining, we can just close off the living space, come in here, and now there is the back. So this is the toy hauler, right? So the whole back side opens, which will extend the deck even more, which right now there's missing pieces, but this deck floor would be hovering flat. And then this gate right here acts as like the deck edge. So it would be an extended like living area that we could have like a little plant at if we stay somewhere or chill on that little area outside. There is a screen door or like section that comes all the way down, so we could be laying in bed if we pulled this big bed down and just leave the screen there and just look out there. They have these 2 couches / entertainment areas, which can fold down into a bed, or can also fold down as an entire bed, just like the one up top. And then we can also bring this one up and make it like 2 double beds and just store it away. Get rid of this table, and then this entire area is going to be our space to store our gym, our toy hauler, whether it's a ATV or a dirt bike, but we could put like cabinets on the floor here to stack and lock all the weights and stuff down, like make this whole area gym / adventure fun area. On the back, chill space, maybe with some little lights, and then in here, straight up living area and living area only. I like how it's all separated. And yeah, this is my favorite so far. What do you think?
I love it. They're beautiful. Huge too.
So Paulo and I, what are we doing right now?
We're picking up our RV. Finally.
We are going to pick up the RV. All this manifestation over the last, over a year and a half has all finally fallen into place. We are currently in our dually truck that we have just purchased to be able to pull our RV, and now we're going to pick up our big baby. She's a big bitch, let me tell you. What do we call her? Bertha?
Why is it a she? I'm trying to understand that. Let's start with that.
Say no more.
Why is it a she?
Because she's a big, strong, wonderful, fucking worldly birthing bitch that's gonna birth memories and adventure into our life and just keep shooting them out.
What if his name is Bugsy?
It's like a kind of like a cartoony, Bugsy, Bugs Bunny,
Bugs Bunny, babe.
Andromeda,
Right?
Bertha, she's a goddess.
You're so weird. Your brain is weird. It's a weird thing.
What do you want?
Your brain is a weird thing. Andromeda? What?
Yeah, that's like it's like What do you want to call her?
I think he should be called Bugsy.
He should be called Bugsy? Let's take a vote. This just goes to show how much I know about trucks and trailing things, which is nothing. So we picked up this fucking huge, gigantic thing yesterday that is 34.5 feet long, and we have a truck, and it was okay going on the highway because it was straight. And we're like, when we get back, we're gonna do all these drills. We're gonna go into a parking lot with cones, and we're gonna learn how to really maneuver this thing, maybe even get some lessons and blah, 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 blah. Well, we tried to park it outside of our business last night, and we jackknifed it really slowly, but really well. So we smashed our back window, and now we can't turn it on. So this is interesting because we don't know anything about this. And anytime I've rented an RV, it's been a Class C. So the engine's been in it, and it's been a lot simpler than this. And this is very different, and we don't know enough to be able to like have the knowledge to fix it. So this is a really important and first experience and a learning lesson, which is to learn before we go on the road. Because shit, man, this thing is really complicated for us. So yeah, today we're gonna figure it out and we're gonna fix it. It's gonna be a great lesson for us to practice patience, because honestly last night we had none. It was a really long day. It's been a really long week, but we fucking lost our shit on each other, which is why you didn't see us. So day one. But today we've decided, you know, this is a different day. We're gonna start again. We have to figure out our communication on it. Like if someone's outside of the truck and someone's inside, we're gonna get walkie-talkies and shit like that. Call it extreme, call it what you want. But we really are not well versed in this whole world. So yet, anyway, so it's very new. So yeah, thanks, bye. And let me show you what I mean about jackknifing. So as you see, we literally smashed our little rearview mirror here and put a little dent in our baby. And that is because we turned it to try and turn it around here outside of the business. And yeah, it wasn't very easy to do. And because we had the trailer at too much of an angle to the truck, we didn't see, but it actually was really slowly pressing the back of the fifth wheeler into the back window, and we didn't even notice. So yeah, it was pitch black, it was fucking late, and today I can't turn it on. I don't even know how to turn this thing on. Ah! Hello. So it's day one today of me renovating this RV. Now, you guys probably think I'm crazy because it is brand new. Everything is absolutely beautiful inside, but we're gonna be on the road for 10 months, and I wanna make this feel like home. So I am gonna be doing some crazy stuff and making it into like a dream little home on the road, you know? And we have key components that were very important for us to take into consideration when we were buying the vehicle, which was things such as a gym. This is what we do. This is what our businesses rotate and orbitate around. So we have to make sure that we can access our gym equipment and that it is conveniently stored. So the gym is number one. Number two, living is a big thing for us. So we wanted to have a separate living space than where all of our gym equipment would be or our toy. And that comes to number three, is that we got a toy hauler fifth wheel because we want to make this trip one to fucking remember, and we love to go wild, and we're extremists, and we want to be able to get to some of the coolest locations. And in any of our traveling that we've done before, we realize that the cool locations are amazing for the actual workouts, but half the time getting to them is the workout itself. So we're lugging all this camera equipment around. By the time we get there, we're tired, might be a little bit grumpy. So the quality of the content that we're actually capturing is great, but I think that it could be better if we felt fresh. So that helped us decide what toy we wanted to get for our fifth wheeler. So we are looking for a four-wheeler or an ATV, Can-Am kind of thing that both of us can sit on, that we can lug across all different kinds of terrain, through sand deserts, over rivers, water, up hills, through mud, rocks, whatever it be. So an all-terrain fifth wheel. Not fifth wheel. I don't know anything about this life, guys. Just bear with me, okay? You know what I mean. One of those quad bikes is what we call them in England. So yeah. Okay, so you see these really cool, but in my opinion, ugly lazy boys, leather chairs. There was 4 pieces, and this is where I got too eager and I took them out without showing you. But these 4 couches were individual pieces that went on the slide right there. I've actually slid out right now, but this camera is so close up. But this is going to be where I start, people. Kind of like the floor, so I don't want to change the floor. It's a vinyl wood, and I really like the cabinetry a lot as well. And that grey is very much us, like we love grey. It's got a cute little marble countertop, but right now my plan is going to be to paint these white. But I had like this thought last night, which is let me paint all the walls and see what it looks like when the walls are popping white. I've got a white tile backsplash for behind the sink, and once we get rid of all of like this window frames, whatever they're fucking called, well, we're going to do a lot in here. So the step one is for me to strip all of these the trim around the windows off. So I'm going to do that with a screwdriver. Then I'm going to get rid of the blinds or move them out the way, tape the edges of the windows, and then I'm going to clean the walls with a product called TSP. I'm also going to like cover the whole floor with plastics so that we don't get paint or primer or anything in that. So yeah, I really like the way that most of it looks. I just want to add some style to it. So I have some really cool wallpaper for in here that it doesn't look like that. But it's cool, nice boho with that theme. I really want to change the sink. I hate the sink. I was thinking about either getting a fresh, brand new countertop that'll be wood with a ceramic white bowl that's floating on top, not sunken in, and then a brass, like gold faucet. I love the shower. It's an amazing shower that we have here. Not a big fan of the glass, but it's probably really good to keep it sealed in there. So what I'm going to do is simply just get a tension rod, put it from one side to the other side, and just hang a cool little curtain in front of it. Now all of the closets and stuff are amazing, but they're big, bare, open spaces. So I want to get to work with like covering the inside, making them cool. Maybe I'll do that last if I have time. But organizing and making these spaces super efficient. Bedroom, boom. Also really cool, but I think that there's a lot I can do to this to make it more our own. Definitely not necessarily our style. The slide is in right now, but when the slide goes out, the closet goes back. So I might paint the back bed headboard into something different. We're going to put some plants and all kinds of good bright stuff in here, and then obviously change the ugly ass window frames and the blinds that are just not our style. But there's lots of little things that we're doing. But the bare bones, and this is a perfect canvas to work on. I have never done anything like this before, so I'm going to bring you guys along for the journey. In here is our garage, or garage, whatever you want to call it. I feel like I'm going to renovate this, so I'm going to make this whole area back here look like an indoor area, but outside, if that makes any sense. I'm going to make it super boho and chill. My goal is to also paint, put stuff down, make a lot of like green plants everywhere, put some macrame up on there and make it real stylish and sleek, you know what I'm saying? Probably have some rubber mats down for whenever the four-wheeler or the ATV is traveling, and then whenever we get to the site, we'll take that out and then put a rug down in here so it'll be nice and cute. So my first step was to rip these out, which I have accomplished, which I'm pumped about. Now I'm going to take this one out open up the space a little bit, and then start where I said. Stay tuned. When I took all the blinds out and when I took the trim around the window, obviously they were screwed into the sides. So there are holes. And I want it to be flat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stuff the holes and fill them. Just joint compound. I thought I had wood filler, but I don't have it. I'm going to stuff them, let it dry. I'm going to stuff them first. Then I'm going to tape the edges of the windows. Then I'm going to let it all dry and go for lunch and come back and sand them so that it is soft on top of the surface. Then I'm also going to probably take the sander just lightly because it is new in here, but there could be stuff on it. I'm just going to sand it very lightly all over, and then I'm going to clean it with a product called TSP. So yeah, here we go. Okay, so that all went wrong. This is life. So that is not what I want at all. I'm just gonna make the right decision and not hold myself up, but I'm gonna get the right stuff. So I'm gonna get wood filler for sure. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna sand them down because it's risen up so that whenever I do get the wood filler, I'll just push it into the hole to make sure it's deep enough so that it's a nice flat surface when it's dried. In addition, I have my tape here, so I'm just gonna start to like cover the window frame and put brown paper up there as well so that no one can see in since we don't have blinds right now. So rather than delaying the project, I'm just gonna continue. And I'm gonna trim the edge so that we don't have to get any white paint on those dark frames. Change of plan. Okay, so, hang on, Paulo's calling. Hi babe.
Hey girl, how you doing over there?
Good, I'm just about to wipe the walls down. You got me, we're filming.
What?
I'm about to wipe the walls down and then I'm coming home.
So what? You put the thing on top? What stage are you on now?
Filled all the holes. I didn't realize it was tan. Okay, so filled all the holes, not gonna lie. I thought that the wood filler was white, but it's not, it's tan, but no fret. So I tried to like stuff the holes with the wood filler because I've never done this before, but whenever I took the screws out, the wall is not flat with just a hole in it. It's almost like the wall has a volcanic cone coming out of it. Like it comes up slightly from where the screw has been pulled out. So I wanted to push the wood filler as deep inside as I possibly could so that whenever I do sand it flush, that it's not like, I'm not just sanding away what I put in the hole. So I try to push it as deep as I possibly could. So really just went over and over and over again from different angles. So while that's drying, I've already mixed up some TSP. I still forgot to look at it. It's a cleaning product. It was a powder. I don't need that much, and it says you shouldn't let it sit in a container or something. So I added half a gallon to, well, it was supposed to be a quarter of a cup to 1 gallon. So I just split that in half, put that in here, mixed it all up. And now, while that side of the room is drying, this side of the room is going to be backsplashed. But before I backsplash it, I need to sponge and wipe down the whole area so that the backsplash, which looks like this, will stick to the wall with no problem and adhere. And it's actually just like a white brick. And yeah, I can't wait. It's gonna make it pop. Love it. Oh, and it's important to let the cleaning solution dry. So I'm gonna wipe it once with a solution, rinse my sponge, wipe it with water, let it dry overnight, come back tomorrow, and I'm gonna start to lay this out. Maybe I'll do it tonight actually, just to understand just quite how much I need. And I'll put it right in the corner and just kind of work my way across. And yeah, I'll do that on both sides. Voila. Yo, okay, so I have as much stuff as I could possibly find that I think I'm gonna need, so I don't have to keep going back in and out. I have an old piece of rubber. I couldn't find my cutting board that I can use the blades on. So this is just a piece of the gym floor. I have a metal ruler with a metal T-square, well, right angle, to help me cut a straight line. I have a level. I don't really know why I bought this, but I have it. I have a pencil. And I got this little kit on Amazon that's to help with wallpapering, because I'm going to be wallpapering in the bathroom. But it's nice and dainty, and it kind of has everything that you're going to need. So, well, I should probably do what it's supposed to do. But I even have like this little measuring tape to help me get precise and into the little corners. So yeah, here we go. And this is going to help me press down and apply pressure. So I'm going to change my blades, and I'm going to get to work. Okay, so today I am taking all of the covers off the windows, I am cleaning this whole room, and I'm gonna start to decorate. I'm gonna bring the couch in. Once the couch is in, I'm gonna see what else can fit in here. And then I'm gonna start to decorate the walls, hang some stuff, and make it a little bit more homey. And I will show you guys when I'm done. Happy Sunday.